Hi guys, and welcome back to another Aquatics Hobbies video. So I've decided to sort of try and give my channel a boost. I know the last two videos about setting up a tank and adding fish to your tank, I enjoyed making those videos, but I've realised I've not really told you guys much about me, and now I want to start taking this a bit more seriously and really up my game with making these videos in essence. So today I just want to talk about the three tanks that I've got and a little bit about me. So I've been fish keeping now for about 10 years, 11 years maybe. I currently have three tanks. One of them you're looking at, my beta. I did have 4-5 tanks set up at one point, but due to one problem with the water when I was doing a water change, one of the pipes burst down the road and I actually didn't realise, and the water was contaminated, and I used it for a water change on my platies, and they sadly passed away. All 11 platies. They were my breeding platies. I was having babies from them, that kind of thing. And then moving back from my uni house to here, I've had to mix some fish together just to accommodate for space at the moment. On that note, as I go through, these tanks I'm not 100% happy with at the moment. I like them, but there are things that I wouldn't like to be together normally, and there are things that I would like to have in bigger tanks. But due to space restrictions and just settling back in home, still after 2 months, that I just want to show you the start of the journey almost. This is where I want to take my hobby to the next level and start really making a difference with the hobby. So, like I said, first of all, here's my male beta. He's looking a bit beat up at the moment, I'm not going to lie. And that is because he was in my community tropical tank that I've got set up at the moment. But the female beta that was in there with him, decided that she didn't take too kindly to him and was nipping at his fins and things. So I've moved him out, so he's got his own tank. A lot of people say don't keep betas together, but that's only really relevant for two males. I would never keep two males in the same tank because they will fight to the death. But a male and females tend to go okay together. Eventually I do want to breed betas, but at the moment I just want to get this male back to health, back to looking stunning, and see how he gets on now he's in his own tank. Sorry it's a bit dark, he's on the bottom shelf and I haven't yet got a light for his tank. Just using a heater, sponge filter, so it's a low current for him. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how he's getting on. He seems to be a lot happier, a lot more active now that he's in his own tank. So we'll just see how that goes and go from there. So the next tank I want to show you is my goldies. So I've got my 3 goldfish in here at the moment. Again, I'm really sorry about the lighting. They don't have a light on their tank at the moment due to the HUD being missing. It broke and I haven't been able to get a new one yet. So there they are. So Squishy here was my first goldfish, my first fancy oranda, and he's actually showing, I don't know if you can see on this video, he's actually showing some white spots on his gills, like white tubercles showing, so I think he's ready to spawn. The other two I'm not sure are of complete age yet. There is also a weather loach in here, but I can't seem to find him at the moment. Again, this tank is not big enough for them. I know that, and I'm not quite happy with how this tank is at the moment. But this is due to moving home with uni. They do have a bigger tank. At the moment I have nowhere to put that bigger tank until I get my new desk for my room, and then that will be set up and they'll go in there, so they'll have more room. There is one mistress now in here. It's the only one that's been in here, and it's been in here pretty much since this tank got set up, and he's grown massively, but I like him, so I've kept him. I did put a spawning mop in here because the other morning they were showing spawning behaviour, and if I have the footage still, it will be appearing right now. So hopefully you've seen that. But since I put the mop in, they haven't spawned. I will be hopefully making another mop because I'm not quite happy with the fact that it's orange. I would much rather it be green to imitate a plant. But there we go. They've got a heater at the back just to keep the temperature constant, so promote their growth. And this filter, I will actually be changing it out because I managed to get this filter as a gift from a friend the other day. So he didn't need it, so he said I can have it brand new. This is also the same filter that I've got in my tropical tank, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, that'll be switched out next time I do their water change, which I'm happy about because it's a stronger filter and hopefully it'll be able to cope with their bioload a bit more, especially being in that slightly smaller tank. Like I said, none of these tanks are perfect, but this is just the way you grow in the hobby, and I want to show you my journey from the beginning, because I don't know everything and I'm not perfect. In fact, I'm far from know everything. I'm constantly trying new things, some mishaps, some rewarding things happen, but just got to continue and hope for the best. So I want to show you the ups, the downs, the good times, the bad times, and that's the importance, I think, not just showing everything that goes well, but also things that I'm not happy with. And the size of their tank is one of them, and if anyone was asking me, I would not recommend that tank for Goldies, but I am in the process of sorting that out. So finally guys, the last tank I want to show you is my tropical community tank. Again, not happy with this, but it's a work in progress. If you can see in the right corner and the bottom left are two of the three golden apple snails. They were tiny when I first had them, but they've grown quite a bit, so I'm quite happy about there. There in the bottom right is my female beta. She's stunning. Hopefully we'll be using her for breeding purposes at some point. In this tank there's also two female guppies, a zebra danio, not sure whether male or female, still trying to sex him and look into that. I've got two black neons and a male platy, which is the only fry left from my platy tank that had problems, and sadly the platy's passed away. So yeah, at the moment this tank is full of a few like oddballs, bits and bobs. Like I said, not how I really want it, but eventually I'd like to get a larger shoal of neon tetras, black neon tetras, sorry. Maybe move the female guppies out because they have got quite large. I'll show you a close up of the tank in a second. And yeah, just overall want to get things in species only tanks, or in a way that are more compatible with each other, and that I can move on with other projects that I want to do, like breeding guppies, breeding platies again, Siamese fighters, even other fish like angelfish, that kind of thing. So like I said, this is a work in progress, and hopefully as I move on I'll be able to change this tank around a bit. The filter's absolutely fine in it. Got the airstone, bogwood. First attempt at live plants. These two plants are going well. They're getting shredded a bit, but I think that's because of the sudden boost of mystery styles that I've got in the tank. There seems to be loads of them, but they're not bothering me at the moment, so I'm keeping them in there, seeing what colours come on them, what happens with them, because I've never really had that before. So again, just a little experiment. So yeah, that's the tropical community tank, and hopefully you'll see that improve over time as well. So here's that close-up of the tank I was on about. What I forgot to say before is the spawning mop that I showed you in the goldfish tank. I will be doing a video of how to make those yourself. Just need to wait to get some green coloured wool and things like that. I hope now that with these videos I can start updating the YouTube more, making more videos. I know the video quality is not great, I'm filming it on my phone, but that just makes it easier for me, which means it doesn't take as much time to make the videos, and therefore I can upload them easier and make more videos easier, because that's what I want to do. I want to get the content out there. I want people to follow the journey. If you've got any comments, any suggestions, anything like that, anything you want to see, how to make certain things, I'm more than happy to look things up and have a go at making them first before you have to make them. And yeah, it's all about just taking this journey slow. When I have bits of money to spend, when I have the room to set up something different, that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you like this video. It's a bit more about me and what I'm keeping at the moment, so people get to know that. Hopefully the video is not too long that you're bored, and hopefully you find it all relevant. It's not quite a fish room, but that will be the dream one day as you move into your own place, set more tanks up, and hopefully have some form of fish room. Need any advice, anything like that, please drop it in the comments. I'll answer all comments. I'm quite knowledgeable when it comes to fish. Like I said, I've kept a variety of fish over the last 11 years. So I'm quite happy to do species specific videos. I'm quite happy to answer questions about nitrate cycle, water changes, that kind of thing. And all these things I will be adding videos to as well. So yeah, like if you liked the video. Hit subscribe to hopefully follow this journey now that I'm back at it. The last 2 videos were done about 2 months ago, and yeah, they had a few views and they're okay, but I might, after I've got more tanks, redo some of those as well. But check out those 2. But this is just to let you know who I am and what I'm about, and hopefully my videos will make more sense now. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. The links will come up in a minute to follow me on Instagram. Also check out the Facebook page. And yeah, comment if you liked it and what you'd like to see. Thank you very much.